You know when you first get in the shower in the morning, like you're half asleep, you're not really with it, and the temperature is just like a tiny bit too cold. So you turn the knob 1/100th of a millimeter in the hot direction, and then suddenly you're getting scalded, like you're on the sun. Then you turn it back to where you thought it was, because that was like not bad, but it was okay, and suddenly you're in a Turkish prison. And then you make 10 more micro adjustments, and you're just back to where you started when you first got in the shower. That is this game. That is getting over it with Bennett Foddy.
If you won some money at the casino, and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding, and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend, and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
You control this hammer-wielding cauldron man, and your goal is to use that hammer and his frankly astonishing strength to get to the top of the mountain. A concept which is just so simple, but it is paired with a few very small issues. The first thing, Sledgeman here, he controls like garbage. Imagine driving a car that has the power, the acceleration, the braking of a Formula One racer. But it has the power steering system lifted from your child's Power Wheels. And that is how this game feels to play. Sometimes our Hammer Bro has the most delicate touch, like you could land him safely on top of a Fabergé egg, and the next moment you swing, well, you move the mouse just a tiny bit too quickly and you are just blasted off into oblivion, which usually erases the last 15 minutes of progress. Second, the physics engine is not really built on rules, but guidelines. So sometimes your hammer has great grip on a surface, and you can use it to pivot over things, and then the very next time in the very same spot, it's like it's covered in butter and you just slide all over. Sometimes the hammer will land on a surface, and it's like, man, it's made of pillows, and it soaked all the impact. And then the very next time you do that same landing, you just bounce off and lose another 15 minutes of progress. The final and, like, let's be real, the most minor issue here, I'm really dog shit at this game. Like, I'm really good at the first 10 to 20% because I have fallen in that area just so many times, mostly because of the previously mentioned skill issue.
No!
Patience is the
Oh my
foundation of
God!
eternal peace. Make anger your enemy.
I got up there so
Harm
fast!
comes to those who know only victory.
While you could say that I've improved, you never really feel good about that because you know that in an hour, you're going to be back in this exact same spot doing the exact same things, usually listening to the narrator. Oh yeah, the narrator, who I am pretty sure is Mr. Foddy himself. I hate him. He says in the description of his game that he made this for a specific person who hurt them. And it worked. I am hurt. He'll chime in when you hit specific spots in the level with this calm, relaxing voice with not quite encouragement, but kind of nice sayings, but kind of sarcastic. So things like,
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary Pickford.
or sometimes you get this nice soothing song for your troubles and failings.
No.
No. Poor Chris. Oh my god. Luckily, or not so luckily, I failed so much in the beginning section that he chimed in at one point to simply say, you know what, I'll just leave you alone. Which actually was just much more insulting than anything else. This game was so notorious in making people mad that it spawned a whole new subgenre of games, notably called body in games. They exist purely to enrage their players and elicit a response, which has absolutely worked. And yet, somehow, this game has over 75,000 reviews on Steam and is listed with a mostly positive rating. The mostly positive piece, I assume, being you can easily sleuth out people who might actually just be sociopathic. So this first guy, like this review, 27.7 hours on record. So more than a day just playing this. This game is cheap, apart from the $100 you need to spend for a new keyboard and mouse. Or this guy, with over 56 hours played, who says it has an outstanding philosophy look to it. No, it doesn't. Stop. You're doing this to yourself.
Oh no.
This next guy, 112.8 hours on record. That's like 5 days, just about. I want to kill myself. Bro, you are dead inside already. It's done. 220 hours on record. Damn near 10 days played. And it's nothing but pain. Still a positive rating. I had to scroll so far before I actually finally found a negative review. 1,158 hours on record. The best part is their account does not have an achievement for finishing this game. He hasn't once reached the top of the mountain. And what's even more astonishing about this, he wrote the review after he had already played 698 hours. So this guy played almost 700 hours, hated the game, left a negative review, played another 500 hours, and still did not finish the game. At least I let the frustration get the better of me after... oh my god, 7 hours. Jesus Christ. So yeah, overall, great game. I really hope all my friends play it, so I can see them enjoy it too. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Thanks, Jam.
No, my God! No! No! Oh my God!